It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. That guy right over there will tell you.
It means it's 2 for 1 night at Todd's Fish and Chips.
Yeah.
And Dynamite After Dark. Hit the music.
Hit the music.
Clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Kaboom! That's right, Wednesday night, and this is a special night for Dynamite, let alone for Dynamite After Dark. I brought the pyrotechnics, the New Year's fireworks happening behind me. I am, of course, the Almighty One. I am the Chief Shenanigans Officer. I am JF.
I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I am Canada effing dried Emmett. I like to give a good shout out to my friend, the Pancake Man, Tim Tobin. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend, JFB. I'm wearing a hat to support you today. Boston, proud, just like you, only for one night.
Only for one night.
AFW forever.
Yeah. This guy beneath me.
You know me. I'm Commissioner Joe, a.k.a. the EVP of everything that is AFW. And I just got to say, gentlemen, how are we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing all right.
There is a little bit of some news that came out. It is official. With everything on Max, dude, we could go and rewatch the replay of Dynamite right now.
Yeah. So now
you missed the show.
My question to the two of you, I streamed it on Max because I wanted to see what Max was capable of doing. How did you guys watch it?
I watched on TSN because I'm from Canada. We don't have Max.
I watched on TNT or TBS, but I plan on watching Saturday night on Max to see. Because I heard Max is very high quality. So
yeah, here's the kicker. There is no picture-in-picture on Max. It's just straight.
I heard him. I've seen people on the internet already complaining about that.
Oh, just a commercial?
Yeah, it just shows you straight commercials.
Which is absolutely
I don't really care about this picture-in-picture deal because I cannot watch that small screen and pay attention to it. It's like nothing happens good anymore.
You know what I find hilarious is I remember when AEW started doing picture-in-picture full-time and everyone bitched about it. Yeah. And now they're mad that it's gone. Make up your mind, people.
Yeah, you cannot win with the fans. Like, there's always a group to stop.
The internet wrestling community is what I like to call bipolar. They will hate on everything. They are never happy at all, period.
Also,
the reason I'm taking this hat off is not to diss you, but it's a little tight.
Yeah. Oh, is it a fitted hat?
Yeah, it's a fitted hat.
Oh, man.
Did you buy that fitted hat when you had a haircut there, Canada Dry?
No, what I do is I pick them up at thrift stores for really cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can't beat that.
And I just it kind of fits.
Real quick before we go, I got another little bit of comedy from our show from AEW tonight. I saw floating around Facebook, but during the main event, there is a picture of someone having a sign that says "horny for violence." I'm like, that's a choice.
Horny for violence?
Violence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm in Canada, so we have a new sort of we got the Netflix today with pretty much our own WWE network where it's got all the backlogs of all the shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
All the way to WrestleMania 1.
Wow.
Royal Rumble 1988.
Yeah.
So we got all that. And then so we don't have the Max, but we got AEW now on our own USA network. So we're not behind a paywall anymore for Collision. So we get to.
That's good.
That's awesome. All right.
And
Candy
then
stepping into the future.
on Sportsnet, we got TNA wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
While we're talking about AEW television, I don't know if you saw JFB because I know you've been going through a lot, but starting this Friday on True TV at 10 o'clock will be replays of this week's Dynamite.
Oh. That's not
I
bad.
don't think you're gonna get very many watchers.
Well, I don't know if it's 10 o'clock. I don't remember. I lied about the time. I don't know if it's 8 to 10 or what. But either way, I mean, it's good. It's just more
exposure for AEW.
I mean, at the end of the day, when WWE goes to Netflix, when you're streaming on Max with AEW, the thing to remember is it's just getting eyes on the prize.
Yep.
And I guarantee you that there are people who are watching something. I mean, I was watching The Sopranos. The second The Sopranos ended, it kicked right into AEW because I put it on my stuff, and it kicked it right in. And I was like, "All right, let's see what this world looks like."
Yeah, I imagine someone's flicking the channel changer, and no, there's wrestling on. Huh.
Yeah,
what this is about.
They're gonna look at it. They're gonna say, "Wow, this is way better than I remember." And then you got a fan and somebody who's going to buy pay-per-views. And
I'll tell you, go ahead, Canada.
So I don't know if you guys are Cyndi Lauper fans.
Oh yeah.
So I watched a really good Cyndi Lauper documentary last night. Called "Let the Canaries Sing" on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
And it goes from her days as a kid, up till her career now.
Wow.
Nice.
And pretty much, I'll just say this a little bit. She made Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And her manager was a wrestling fan. And so he put Captain Lou Albano in the video. And then he said, well, what if we made her your kayfabe manager?
Yeah.
Just kind of. And so they made Girls Just Want to Be Fun. And it wasn't taken off.
Yeah.
And they said, you got 2 weeks for this thing to take off, and then it's done. Yeah. And so Cyndi Lauper's career was in the balance. So she goes to WWF TV. Yeah. Does all that stuff with Captain Lou and Hulk Hogan and Wendy Richter and all that stuff. Yeah. And Girls Just Want to Have Fun takes off. Yeah.
Basically,
so there's a real wrestling connection.
It saved her career, is what you're saying.
Yeah, wrestling saved her career. Yeah.
AFW saved pro wrestling, but pro wrestling saved
Cyndi Lauper. And that girl has her range in her voice.
Oh, she is amazing. I've seen her with an acoustic band in Nashville, and I was brought to tears multiple times. It's just amazing how great of a singer she really is that she does not get credit for.
So I highly recommend watching Let the Canaries Sing.
All right, I'm going to add it to my watch list.
I will say, talking about music is an interesting segue to the start of our show.
Yeah,
I must say.
Yeah,
because I want to talk about this entrance theme that they have.
So we start the show.
Who sings? I'm so excited. Who is that?
The Pointer Sisters.
Yeah, Rhode Island's own.
So
Pointer Sisters.
I didn't mind it at the time, but it doesn't make sense promotional wise.
No.
Like
I really hope
if it's a one-off.
I really hope it was a one-off.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. AEW tends to be an extremely violent promotion.
Yeah.
And it was going to be violent tonight because that's how it is. And you have a song where they're like, I'm so excited. And people are going to tune in and they're going to go, this seems kind of comical. Like it's like a sitcom or something.
Yeah.
And then they're going to watch and then they're going to be like, I am never watching TV ever again. It is the hellhole portal to hell. I will not watch TV ever again. I'm becoming Amish. That's what's happening. the Pointer Sisters will make you Amish.
The Pointer Sisters will make you Amish. The quote of the night.
Quote of the night.
I will say though,
Amish.
the video that accompanied the song, I really liked.
Oh, the video was
like
great.
The whole history of AEW. I like that. So
Yeah,
We got a comment from our Bad Take Queen here. Hi,
so
just starting time. Jeppy, your girl and you as well have been on my thoughts, and my heart goes out to y'all. I can't picture Tiffany saying y'all.
Oh, I can't.
she's from the South. It's like
I know, but
She's from a rural part of Tennessee.
I know she doesn't look Southern though. Like you look at her, you don't think the South.
Yeah.
Well, that's because she's Southern, not Southern. Okay.
Listen. What's that orange juice? Old South?
Old South, yeah.
Old South.
Old South. So for some reason they click over to Okada. Okada has the belt. He is now reigning again, his second reign, if you will, as the Continental Champion, which I think, to be honest with you, there are people who are bitching about Okada in AEW. Okay. You have these hardcore Japanese wrestling fans that don't like him in AEW. They think he's being misused. I think the Continental, I mean, it's a legitimate belt because of the competition. I'm making this group great again, believe me.
He wants to make our podcast great again.
Yeah, it's already great, dude. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be watching. So next one. I like Okada with the Continental, and I think he's gonna have killer bouts for that belt. That's what I'm looking forward to.
You know what's funny about this Elvis character?
Yeah.
He's playing, he's acting like he's Trump, but meanwhile he's Spanish and like Trump would deport his ass.
Let's just say after what happened yesterday, there's a good chance that it's happening. Deportation is happening a lot quicker.
I wouldn't play this Trump character too much, Elvis, because like he's gonna put undue attention. Is some Spanish guy making fun of me?
So we go to Mox in the back right after the four-way, and he talks about how basically these three other guys are all talk. They couldn't beat me. He talks about how badass Marina Shafir is, which really shit. She took the switch. What's the name of his finishing? The Switchblade, right?
Switchblade.
Yeah. So
No,
she took
Blade Runner. Sorry.
Yeah, Blade Runner. She took the Blade Runner legit. Like there was no like, oh, and then like fall slowly so you don't kill her. Nah, she took it just like everybody else does. Everybody else. He said that he's going to melt the belt before he ever decides to give it to anybody else.
That's
I think that's a good answer.
That should be a shirt he wears.
Oh, yeah.
I just have it like dipped into like a vat and just like melting to pieces.
Like a cauldron.
That or you should just have a shirt like just at the bottom where the belt will be, it's just dripping gold maybe or something like that to symbolize melting.
I'm just saying, hey, if I was Tony Khan, I'd go ahead and melt my belt. Let him do it real. Let him melt the belt and unveil a new belt.
No, that belt's too pretty to destroy, though.
Oh, no, because this is the beginning of something new. Anyways, we're not rebels. I'm the king. Basically, a traditional, nonsensical John Moxley rant promo, which are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bad-mouthing them. They are fantastic, but it's Moxley. This is what you're going to get.
You have to look. When it comes to Moxley, you have to pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because his story is in the little fine details. That's what it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. What did you think, Canada Dry, about the Moxley ordeal?
Yeah, like I think that he's promoting his group well. We still don't know what his cause really is. He's just kind of AEW is sinking. It's filled with polluters. It's like, yeah, but what do you stand for, Mox? Just violence?
Yeah.
Violence,
How does
and
that make you better?
it's just that he wants to be the sole representative of AEW. I think ultimately what he wants to do is to forge people in his image to be in the company. At least that's what I take from this. Tell me, you can tell me I'm wrong.
Quite come out and said it like word for word.
But that's the thing. He doesn't say it. That's what Moxley does. He's very cryptic with his promos.
Yep. You gotta look inside the cocoon to see the butterfly.
You gotta look past the shit, the piss, and the beer,
and all the blood.
Yeah.
FTR and Cope are in the back. You want to fight? You got one. Let's go to the first match. First match.
Wait. Let's talk about this quickly.
Okay.
So he wants to be referred to now as Cope.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I'm
There's
not
no hope without Cope. If you're in the shower, do not bend over and pick up the soap.
My thought is, is he going to get injured and then come back 3 months later as the new Cope?
That
was a good one, JFB.
See, that would be good if he could play off the Cope Classic and yeah, that's what I would call it, Cope Classic.
Yeah, like he comes in, he shaves his head, I'm new Cope. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. Just
what sounds better actually if he was a heel, Mr. Copeland.
Yeah, absolutely. But just call him Adam Copeland. Like, you're not confusing anybody. We know who you are.
I think that's the problem. That's one of the problems with AEW.
Yeah.
Is you cannot let the inmates decide their name.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta say no to that. You gotta say no to a lot of these name gimmicks. Like, even like when you have WWE was really good for this.
Yeah.
Is not having two people with the same first name.
Yeah. Yeah.
AEW doesn't give a shit.
See, no, I don't care about that because WWE thinks the fans are stupid and can't tell the difference. That's why they do that.
Well,
there's no other.
It's not that they're stupid.
No, WWE thinks they're stupid.
No, I don't. I agree with that partly, but I think a lot of it too is it's like a soap opera. You can watch. I watch Days of Our Lives in sporadic chunks, and I'm never lost. After the first 15 minutes, I'm pretty caught up on what's been happening 3 months ago. And
on a soap opera,
you have to be able to make sure that you're still telling stories so that people that are first tuning in are going to be able to follow right away. So you're kind of
he's got you drift. Diet Cope.
Diet Cope.
Oh, Cope Zero.
My problem with Cope is I've heard a million people just say Cope and seethe over this whole election cycle this last 6 months.
Yeah.
I hate that word now. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Let's just
Don't be a dope. Cheer for Cope.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're saying cheer for Cope.
Hey, you want to do a line of Cope with me? You know what he should call himself?
What?
Pepsi.
Nah, we don't need another Pepsi fill, okay?
Yeah, we already got our fill of one. Oh, I'm on fire tonight, guys.
Did you know that sometimes the street word for Coke is actually Pepsi? When the people run hey, did you get Pepsi?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I guess it's like a code word.
Is that a Canada? That must be a Canada thing. I've never heard of that before.
Well, you're not exactly looking. Well, I don't want to. I hope you're not looking for Coke.
Well, tell us, Commissioner Joe, how do you order your cocaine?
I don't. I just have my wife who's a drug counselor who knows all about it. So.
Oh, okay.
I always call it blow. So
Ask your wife if she's ever heard
Blow, snow, you know.
Ask her if she's ever referred to it as being called Pepsi.
I will ask her.
yeah, get her on the horn right now. Let's get this answer.
No, she is sleeping. She has to be up in 6 hours for work. So
Imagine him waking her up. Hey, I need to know.
we need this answer now.
I need to know about this Pepsi thing.
This is why you install intercoms in the house, so you can just buzz and go, babe, babe.
Hold on, she's coming.
All right, let's get to our first match. Orange Cassidy, Hangman Page. Man, I gotta just say, Page looks pop cope.
He's trying to get in on it too.
Page looks crazy as shit. There is just no two ways about it. This man looks like he just escaped a mental facility and murdered people before he headed back to AEW. Like, he looks like he has just straight out murdered people. Orange Cassidy looked a little dark. He was way more offense than normal. I mean, we're talking about hard-hitting stuff. You know, he landed a couple orange punches. I thought, holy crap, he probably knocked the tooth loose at least. So, it was a good win for Page. Page wins. The beating at the end, I thought was interesting. I knew that he was going to go unhinged. I thought it was interesting that was the case. That, you know, we had, because I think this is a good way to get Orange Cassidy off of TV for a little bit.
I don't think so. I think this is the start of a feud for them.
All right, Canada Dry, you go first.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is the start of a feud for them. I was really entertained by this match, but I have one gripe.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy hits his finisher 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Hangman no-sells it and hits his buckshot lariat.
Yeah.
Like, you hit that 3 times, I don't like that. Like, I don't mind the Hangman won.
Yeah.
But you gotta come up with a better ending than that. Like, don't no-sell someone's finish.
Yep.
3 times? Come on. Oh,
yeah.
That shit bugs me. I do say that I love this version of Cowboy, Hangman Page.
Yeah.
He's batshit crazy. Let's say batshit crazy. And I love it. Yeah, just straight out nuts. I think he should come up with a hot psychologist every. Just like, come on, let's go.
I thought maybe what they could do is they could bring him out like they used to for Sabu in the early days, where he's in a straitjacket and they're putting him in.
Yes, that would be great.
Just saying, it's effective.
You could mix the hot girl in there. She's the one. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, she's the one that has to unlatch the mask and the All right,
he's all dressed like Miss Hancock.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I thought this was a fun match. Like, I really liked the quick, fast start, them trying to hit each other's finishers. I thought it was fun. I think we have to come to realize that Orange Cassidy's Orange Punch is nothing but a light strike finisher in WWE 2K. I think that he needs a heavy finisher. This is a light finisher. Yeah. That's why you can spam it 50 times and it's not very effective.
Are you justifying that ending?
No. I complain about it all the time, but I've also come to expect that since
because you cannot diss Chris Statlander and allow this too.
No, I agree. Like, I think, like I said, like we said on Saturday night, I think for like the last 20 some years, especially in WWE, it's just been finisher. It sort of devalues what a finisher is.
Oh, I totally agree, but they do it for the pop because they're going to get it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I do three Crossroads.
Yeah.
I will say, I
Every
do.
big match is just 3 crossroads.
Yeah,
Minimum
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
crossroads.
I do wonder if we're going to get like a little mini feud out of Paige and Christopher Daniels. Maybe on one of these special episodes of Dynamite coming up. Daniels is
He
just
might
like
be fodder just for the lead up to
something bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassidy.
I don't know.
I
I
mean-
mean, see Christopher Daniels get his ass handed to him and possibly might get really injured. Yeah.
You know what was funny? He had already beaten the shit out of Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
And then Christopher Daniels, hey, we're friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
Or
He's like,
maybe
He's wiping
what
away.
kind of wussy are you after you've already been had your ass? Hey, we're friends. Don't do that to me.
you know what would be cool? Maybe
I
this is
love you.
maybe this is how Christopher Daniels reintroduces Scorpio Sky. Be like, I can't fight, but I got somebody who can.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but you know what though? I mean, in all honesty, he's so far gone right now. Like, I don't think he's going to generate any kind of needle movement. I think people are going to be like, "Wait, I thought he was
For
dead, or I
Scorpio
thought he was
Sky,
wrestling
I think
somewhere
you're
else."
better off keeping him Ring of Honor if getting.
He doesn't even wrestle in Ring of Honor. I think he's injured right now.
Yeah, the last time I seen him, he was with Ethan Page, right? In on Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but that was
Is that the last time we saw him?
That was
No,
last year.
They ran some vignettes for him, and then he got injured.
yeah.
I don't know if that was. Yeah, my timeline is a little messed
It's
up.
all right around it. It's all around
It's
that
all
thing.
pushed together like this, right?
I mean, if you're going to cut a talent, cut that talent. He's not
Yeah,
doing
unfortunately.
anything. Why pay him? Cut him and get him.
I hate to say I love Scorpio Sky, but if you can't, like they say in football, your best ability is availability. If you ain't available, you're of no use.
No, but here's the thing. I think if you get him back healthy, he's still a valid talent on Ring of Honor.
Absolutely.
He's an amazing wrestler, but here's the problem. As good as he is as a professional wrestler, he was good for AEW in 2018, 2019, 2020. He wouldn't fit in this new AEW. Like, if you're going to bring him in, you should have brought him in way sooner and used him as.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That's
If you
right.
can get him build him back up in Ring of Honor and then
Yeah.
reintroduce him, it's not a bad.
Yeah, but how many people that watch AEW watch Ring of Honor? Like,
Not many.
not many. I mean, I don't think it's going
That's the key to having an actual Ring of Honor TV show.
I agree.
Like, screw this replay of Dynamite.
Yeah.
Give me Ring of Honor on there.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a personal email to Helen and ask her to call Tony Khan because now he doesn't take our calls or our emails. But he loves
You've
Helen.
been spamming him a lot lately.
We haven't. Yeah. Yeah. Thank God he didn't give us his cell number because I'd be just texting him every 5 minutes. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, Jay White.
Shane makes an interesting question, but I don't think it would be a needle mover. Scorpio and Hurt again.
I think that would hurt the Hurt Syndicate.
They're pretty picky about who they're taking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know if they're going to put anybody in there. To be honest,
I don't think they needed it.
Not at this point.
No.
But if someone fits right,
Yeah.
were they a 4-man group in WWE?
yeah, because they
Yeah.
had who did they have?
They had
What's your name's husband? The guy that
Cedric Alexander.
yeah, Cedric Alexander. I don't remember who the other
Yeah,
one.
what is he still even in WWE?
Yeah.
He's in NXT.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was only Cedric because they wanted Cedric and Ricochet, but WWE made them pick between the two.
Yeah.
So they picked Cedric because they thought Cedric could use it more than Ricochet.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Jay White not happy. That's a shocker. So this is not how he wanted to start 25. Calls out Wheeler Yuta. And then talks about the Casino Gauntlet spot match. My question is this. What does the winner get for winning the Casino Gauntlet match? Like,
They're
what's
getting
the-
a title shot the next week at Maximum Carnage.
Okay. Whew. All right. It's going to be interesting. Anybody want to talk about Jay White? Or you want to move
It
on?
was a decent promo.
Yeah,
I like the promo. Like, I love when he gets serious. Like he sounds so much better than when he's joking around. When he's serious and angry, he cuts a phenomenal promo.
I will say this: Marvez sold his soul to the devil
Something.
because he is a no talent hack.
Yeah.
Like, can we talk about? I can't believe your first show on Max, and you don't have Renee Paquette on there doing what she does best.
Do we know if
Renee-
something was wrong?
I don't know. Maybe she just needed off. Travel issues, maybe. I don't know.
That was a big freaking snowstorm going right through the United States as we speak.
Listen, if you're going to keep Marvez, keep him on Collision. Okay.
If you're gonna keep Marvez, keep him on the YouTube channel, like
Yeah.
doing 10-minute interviews or 10-second interviews, and that's it. Make it a short, which is under a minute.
There must be some sort of like he might have saved Tony Khan's life at some point. Tony Khan's like, I can't. He saved my life.
There's some relationship. I don't know if they're family friends through football or something.
I believe he might be his drug dealer. I'm just kidding. Tony
He's
Khan's
just-
not on
No,
Coke.
we're not. We're not saying that. No.
Are we
not
going back
saying
to
that at all.
2020 and the Coke jokes with Tony Khan now?
You're
I
right.
will say I do. There's one theme throughout the show that I loved.
Yeah.
And they're putting a focus back on building up multiple people for the world title,
Yeah.
which I think is great.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that because right now it's like jambalaya. Okay.
Mhm.
Woo. And I love good jambalaya. Anyways,
I just have to ask you, Jeff B.
yeah.
Do you like Elvis's new Trump character?
No, I didn't like any character that Elvis had. I didn't like your Roman Reigns ripoff. I definitely don't like the POTUS ripoff that you're doing right now.
Oh,
then
yeah, I
you-
forgot to use the do the acknowledge me thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I got your acknowledge me. Anyways, we go to our second match. It is the Acclaimed. And they're going to take on the Hurt Syndicate. Here's the thing. One, I found it very interesting that there was no rap. by
Oh,
Max.
wait. Shane says he's ripping off what he was going to attempt.
You can't rip off something you don't do. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's a free thing that's there. You're not driving the car, so he's going to get in it. There you go, buddy.
Wow. That's a U-turn. So, yeah, there was no rap. Max Caster did not rap, which
Which is
I
a
thought was
plus.
kind of interesting.
Don't drag me into this, Elvis. Don't drag me into this.
Oh, good Lord. Anyways, this team is being torn asunder. There was that little video package where Bowens asked Caster, did you hit me on purpose? He's like, nah, I'm the best in the... And we know that the split is happening. Basically, it was a great way to showcase how incredibly violent Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are. Essentially, what happened was Bowens jumps off the ring and stands by the side, jumps off the apron, stands on the floor in front of the ring and watches as Shelton Benjamin suplexes Caster 20,000 times. I mean, it seemed like it was an endless amount of times. I think it's against Booker World's records. If I had to guess, I would say 14. Then Bobby Lashley gets in, and then Bobby Lashley goes to town, eventually puts him in the hurt lock, and we get the finish. The Acclaim lose. The Hurt Syndicate has arrived. Bowens looked really good, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. Max Caster looks good when he takes a beating because I hate that guy. I flat out hate him. I just wish AEW will get rid of him, please. For the
Hey,
love of God,
JFB.
put it on.
we're right here, sir. We're right here.
Ugh. Anyways, Ken and Dry, your thoughts on the second match?
Yeah, I loved what they did here. That AEW's leaning into the hate. Like they realize fans do not like Max Caster.
No.
So what do? You lean into it.
As they were beating him, the crowd was roaring. while he was beaten down.
He has a natural unlikability. So you
Yeah.
might as well lean into it and make him a heel.
Yeah.
And he can say all these stupid things all he wants, and people are just gonna boo him. And like I like that MVP goes, we're not interested in him.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want him.
Yeah.
It's like, why'd you give him the card to begin with then?
But he clarified it's because he took too long to respond.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't hear that. But yeah, this was a fun, entertaining for the just fact that Max Caster's gotten his ass handed to him.
Yeah,
and it makes Bowens look good. It also actually makes Caster look good. It's weird because Caster and Bowens are the stars of this match in a loss.
Yeah,
and you know, the Hurt Syndicate are kind of like side notes in it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Commissioner Joe?
Oh, I love this match. It was a squash that it should have been.
Yeah.
Like this is like only like the third time we've seen Lashley in a match.
Yeah.
So he needed to go out there, be dominant. And of course, Shelton Benjamin the man doesn't age. It's ridiculous. Like the best released German suplexes in the business.
Oh, Elvis actually makes a good point. Remember Caster was Lashley's sister as in the WWE?
Yeah, his three sisters.
I forgot about that.
When he was feuding with Sami Zayn brought out three guys dressed as girls.
Oh, and Max Caster was one of them.
Max Caster was one of the sisters.
And then this comment by Caleb is awesome. Elvis, you need to acknowledge the AFW network.
Acknowledge your tribal chief. That guy right there. That's all I'm saying.
But I think also I love the fact that Bowens just sat there and watched Caster get his ass handed to him. Yeah. And he was like, this is what you deserve. You're the best wrestler. Prove it. And that man fell short.
He proved he was the best wrestler getting his ass kicked.
Now, I hope this ends in Revolution where Max Caster faces Bowens.
I don't think it's going to go that far. I
hope so. I would like it. Just give.
I would too. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see that.
And even though I hate this, but this is how I would book it. I would book it for Max Caster to win by cheating.
Yeah,
some sort of low blow.
I have no problem with that at all.
I wonder if we'll see Billy Gunn again because he wasn't there tonight.
No.
He wasn't even in the graphic for the match announcement.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Billy Gunn is no longer.
Maybe Billy Gunn will be the special referee.
Yeah. There you go. Let's talk about Swerve. He's in the back. Hyping up the gauntlet match. Talking shit about Ricochet. Basically, your standard Swerve promo. It was really good, though. It was fantastic, but well, of course, it's going to end with Max getting destroyed. I mean, you know, arrogant little punk. Nobody wants that. Oh my God. Anyways, Canada Dry, your thoughts on the Swerve promo?
Yeah, Swerve. I'm so happy to see Swerve back wrestling and not just talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for the match that he's in tonight.
Yeah.
Swerve talks, gold comes out his mouth.
Yeah.
Dripping gold.
Yeah. This drip is real. Joe.
Yeah, I like this promo, man. Like, I believe Swerve when he talks. When he says he's going to do something, I feel like he's going to do it. Like, he's just that good. And of course, as usual, we got Prince Nana wishing everyone Happy New Year, dancing off the screen. You know, he knows his role. He plays it perfectly too.
You look like a disco ball.
He sure did.
Hilarious shit. It was awesome.
Okay, JB, get ready to do your best radio voice to this.
Okay. Smack the like button like you smacked that stupid mustache right off of Max Caster's face. Boom.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We got to get Mr. Isaacs to read that too.
Oh, Mr. Isaac Smooth.
2025 is the year, okay, where we're going to just slap people for no reason whatsoever and do it in the name of AFW. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to smack people except for Max Caster. We are going to make that our mission, that we get to smack Max Caster right across his peasy ass face. Yeah, I agree with that comment too. Let's go to our third match. It's Jamie Hayter. Hey, she's taking on Julia Hart. I love Julia Hart's entrance. I always have. I think it's an amazing entrance. There is some ring rust with Julia Hart. It looked like she digressed instead of progressed, which is really it's disheartening, but I think that, it's going to take her some time to get back into the swing of things. She's been gone for what?
6 months?
6 months. Yeah.
No, almost 7. I think it was 222 days.
Yeah.
Or was it 250? I can't. It was one of the two because I know Adam Coburn and her have been out for a long time.
Yeah. So I mean, legitimately, it's going to be there. There's nothing you can do except just wrestle. The book Athena sign I thought was fantastic. I loved it. It was front and center, and it said exactly what it was supposed to say. And what it was saying is, get her out of Ring of Honor and put her back in AEW. That's enough. Next, let's talk about the.
Well, let's talk about that for a sec, though, JP, because what do you do with her once you move her to AEW? You have a spot for her to reign and showcase her skill, but what does she do when she comes to AEW?
She takes the title off Monet.
Did you both think the same thing?
Yeah. Yep, basically. Have her be the one to do.
Well, I think that's the thing. Is if they're not ready to take the title off Monet, then you don't bring her up.
She doesn't go after Monet. She goes after Mariah May.
That's Monet.
I said okay. I guess he said
Mariah May.
I said Mercedes Monet.
I thought you guys were saying the same thing.
You cannot saddle Athena with the TBS championship. You just can't. I'm sorry, but she's got
enough Ring of Honor world.
I don't know. We had this conversation. You weren't around, JFB. I think it was Saturday night. Me, Mr. Isaacs, and Canada Dry here. Honestly, it feels like the TBS title means more than the women's title right now.
Because there's no big name to go after the women's title. There isn't. I mean, no one knows where Britt Baker is. It's like she's disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't care what the dirt sheets are saying. She's not there. So
what you're doing with Toni Storm, you're building her up from zero to chase after the world title.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, ultimately, Toni Storm is going to – the interesting part is you need to tell it long term.
Yeah, she's Little Mac right now from Punch-Out.
Yeah, and that's perfect. And then eventually she has to have her brain scrambled and figure out if she's Timeless, Tony, or Tony, that's what you need.
There'll be a third character when this is all done.
I think so too. And I think she's brilliant and she can do that. Yeah. It extends her longevity because she can wrestle quick and do a bunch of promos and a bunch of video packages, and I'd be happy with that.
You know what's the best thing about this?
What?
That it's a story for Tony that doesn't automatically put her in the title picture.
Exactly.
That would be what they do for all women, not just AEW, but in WWE as well. It's like if you're not a title challenger, you don't get a story.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing with Athena. If you can come up with something for her, not giving her a title.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Hayter.
I'm sure she could. But anyway, back to the match.
Canada Dry, what are your thoughts on the third match?
Which match is this again?
Hayter and Hart.
Yes. I loved Julia Hart's ring gear.
Yeah. With
the fake blood from the arrow.
Yeah.
I thought that's brilliant. Whoever came up with that idea for her ring attire, brilliant. I enjoyed this match. It was, Julia wasn't, she wasn't at her best, but it was still damn good. I enjoyed it. I found it entertaining.
Yeah.
I loved the arrow spot.
Yeah.
And the mist. I thought it was great. Entertaining TV.
I don't think she spit mist. I think she spit. I didn't see any color. Yeah, but I didn't see any color on it. There was nothing in her mouth.
There was something. I think I saw something in her.
Okay. Because Jamie Hayter had nothing on her face.
I think I saw something.
Okay. It's out there. Trust me. Watch the X-Files. Anyways, Joe, your thoughts?
I thought this was the worst women's match I've seen in AEW in quite a while.
Okay.
And part of it is because Julia Hart is coming off a 7-month layoff.
Yeah.
But I don't think Jamie Hayter has gotten up to snuff since she's come back.
Nope.
Like, she just looks clunky as hell in that ring.
Yeah.
Like, when she's running the ring.
Clunky's a really tough word.
No, it's not. I mean lunky, because she's running and she like chops her steps. Like, there's something off with Jamie Hayter, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't look natural running the rope. She doesn't like when she's running towards Julia in the ropes or in the corner, like she stops early so Julia can get like. There's just it didn't look good. I thought
I wouldn't say it's clunky. I think her timing is a bit off. There's a difference.
That's what clunky means to me.
Well, I think of clunky. I think of Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, geez, that's not clunky.
That's what I think of clunky.
That's life-threatening right there. You have to wear a medical alert bracelet. That's how bad she is. Anyways, we got an Ospreay and Fletcher video package. Woo-woo. You get a World's End recap with Okada. And then Okada's in the back. This 2024 was the year of the Rainmaker. Talked about being the greatest major tournament wrestler of all time. I have a problem with that. And don't get me wrong, this year's Continental Classic was amazing because of everybody that was in it. Even sliding Commander in and giving him a win was perfect. The problem is that you're going to have off years with the Continental Classic. Mm-hmm. You're not always going to have banger after banger after banger match. G1 Climax usually is banger after banger after banger. I mean, I've watched enough of them to know that it's a great tournament. So I feel uncomfortable. AEW just, I know it's because of their attachment with New Japan, but to say, well, now Okada's won 5 major tournaments. The G1 Climax lasts a month. The Continental Classic lasted 3 weeks.
3 weeks is a long time for a tournament.
Yeah, but in the G1 they wrestle a lot more than what you do in the Continental Classic.
Yeah.
Like, it is
a major tournament.
Yeah. All right.
It's better than the WWF tournaments.
I will say, I do miss WWF's One Night King of the Ring. I wish someone would do that again.
Yeah, I like the King of the Ring tournament, like for a full pay-per-view, full PLE.
Yeah.
Is absolutely great.
You know what you do? That's the Owen. Make the Owen a pay-per-view event.
That would be cool.
And have it as a one night only, because if you win those belts and the cup, you get a title shot.
Well, even if you have to do it on a Collision and Dynamite, do the full thing.
No, do it on a pay-per-view.
You can't see, but you can't do it because they like to run the men's and women's at the same time.
Do it. Interchange it. Boom, boom, boom. Guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl. Bada boom.
That's a long ass pay-per-view.
I was like, the internet would explode.
Let them.
The Owen is probably like one of the most prestigious things now because of being headline of All In.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, yeah. Well, it's because no one else really does anything like that except New Japan. Normally for New Japan, you win the G1, you got to wait 8 months to cash in the G1 prize.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to Oh, Mercedes Moné shows up. And at first I'm like, well, what happened to the New Japan Women's Strong title? It's in the ring. She talks about the Dynasty match, which she should because that's her next match. That's her next championship. And I feel, in all honesty, she is going to be Monet 3 belts.
Yep.
I don't see Mina Shirakawa going to
Getting the New Japan
full time to be a legitimate champ. So, although I don't see Monet doing it either, but that's besides the point. Then she does this video package, which I thought was actually pretty good. I enjoyed the video package, but then after the video package, she's like, money changes everything, blah, 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 blah. Phew. She stands in the ring and sips champagne for way too long. Like she was waiting for the cue to get out of the ring. She kept looking around like, is somebody going to walk me off or am I just going to stand here?
I thought for sure when they cut the lights back on after showing that video that someone will be standing behind her, like her next challenger for the TBS title or something.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting when she's standing in the ring.
Do you know what this promo was missing?
What?
Camille. She needed her sidekick in the ring with her. I think they ended that Camille thing way too soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, is she like legitimately injured since she was walking around in a sling, or was that a kayfabe injury?
The rumor is that they have buyer's remorse on Camille.
Here's a little clue in. She's not good.
And real
quick, can I say
did a fantastic job making her look like a beast.
Yeah.
But can I say that video package? You know what's the best thing about the video package?
What's that?
She just told someone in the truck to roll it. Unlike WWE, who just points and it just goes.
Yeah, exactly. What did he? Money Mike
played. Yeah, Money Mike.
I mean, if you're not going to set up the next opponent, then what was the purpose and the point of this?
I think it's just a big advertisement for Wrestle Dynasty.
She could have done that on top of the ramp.
Yeah, you're right. She should. Yeah.
But I think this was just to have Tony Khan's paying her a lot of money, so we might as well get her on the show.
That's why I'm surprised I'm surprised she's still TBS champion. You paid her money, put the big belt on her.
They won't do it. Nobody will buy her as a champ. Even as a heel, she's just not good. She's just not good.
Oh, the Statlander match was
amazing. She is good when she has, because that video package from ESPN, like she's had banger matches around the world.
Yeah.
It's just
she's not consistent though.
Well, if you don't have a Statlander with you,
yeah, you got to have somebody that can pull that out. Her matches that have been tops are because of the people she's wrestling.
I don't know. I just think that
there needs to be a little give and take. You can't just have.
I don't. This is this. I don't hate Monet.
Yeah,
or Money, whatever the hell she's going with. But like she performs. She cannot carry someone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's not bad, but she cannot carry someone.
No.
To a good match.
No.
That's her major flaw.
Yeah.
Like she can't carry someone who's not on her level.
Yep. I agree. We get a fight for the Fallen package. And then so here's the thing when you're dealing with charities, especially after a demoralized Mercedes Moné.
Demoralized. I think that you're not nice.
You're a horrible person. You should go to bed.
I heard you don't recycle.
Yeah. When there's natural disasters, most people will donate to charity. And don't get me wrong, the charities that they support, AEW supports, are fantastic. World Kitchen, I have done work for. They are absolutely amazing.
It's like a soup kitchen deal.
Yeah, so it's Jose Andres. He's a world famous chef. and he goes and he cooks meals in places where and he does it all over the world. The guy is an amazing chef. The American the Red Cross I don't like, because the majority of the money goes to the Red Cross, stays at the Red Cross for whatever
CEO
office
pay.
Yeah.
CEO pay, basically.
Yeah. They keep 70%, 30% goes to where they need it to go. So what I tell most people is this: when it comes to charities that you see on TV and all this other rigmarole, don't go online, find the local charities in that area, because very seldom do they actually get the actual trickle down, because trickle down economics does not work. So they don't get that trickle down.
Hillary taught us this.
Yeah. So
this guy cooks these meals, like he's giving gourmet meals to the homeless, pretty much.
Yes.
So they're eating like kings.
Yeah.
They're eating better than us.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Look it up online on Google. Amazing, the charity and the work that they do. When I have money extra, that's what I usually donate to, is two charities, is World Kitchen and the Jimmy Fund up in Boston. So the Dana-Farber Foundation for Cancer. So but anyway, so rewatch on Max, and then click on that QR code and donate some money and help those people, because that area is just, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Me and Jess have been there several times. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a shame what happened. So anyways, the United Kingdom are in the back.
Undisputed Kingdom.
Oh, Undisputed Kingdom. What did I say?
United Kingdom.
So the United Kingdom shows up, and
We have the whole
United Kingdom, like
the
everywhere.
whole island in the back.
I'm going to knock you out. Cling. Anyways, Undisputed Kingdom shows up. And so, of course, they get involved with shenanigans, kind of like what's happening here with my dogs.
So I think they did was they kind of no-sold Kyle O'Reilly joining the
Oh, yeah. Like, what happens in the conglomerations?
yes, they just no-sell it completely.
Yeah.
Like, there should have been a segment where just 10, 20 seconds, hey, man, I got to join my brothers to shake him. But I don't know if the group's even going to exist anymore.
I think it kind of blew up on the pre-show for World's End.
Yeah.
When Mark Briscoe basically challenged Daniel Garcia for a title. So it seems like Mark Briscoe's going off on his own, obviously.
Yeah.
Kyle's off on his O'Reilly's off on his own. So
Ishii's back in Japan, and Rocky Romero's in Mexico, I think, wrestling. So
Rocky has
wasn't really even in the group, but yet she's on the shirt.
yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? At least they got some merch.
It sold some merch.
Yeah, you sold some merch. Isn't that what it really is all about? The bottom line, damn it. Consumerism. Anyways, I mean, the keynote is complete. Roddy talks about this. They talk about the feud ending with MJF. Hooray! It's finally over. The nightmare has ended. Let's get to the fourth match.
Do you think that they're gonna? I know what you're thinking, Joe. You can tell me after, but JP, do you think that Roddy and Kyle are gonna turn on?
Oh yeah,
Adam Cole,
they're gonna beat the snot out of Adam Cole. I can't wait. It's gonna be.
And you can even see it when Roddy Strong, when Adam Cole first talked, he looked over him, like gave him the stare.
Yeah, I like it. I'm telling you, they're planting the seeds.
Yeah.
Now you need to sprinkle some water on it.
They're gonna plant. They're gonna have to tease this for a bit.
Yeah,
it may happen, but it's going to be about 2 years from today.
Fine. Gives me a reason to keep watching. That's all I'm saying. Let it germinate before it sprouts and then grows, and then you consume it.
So is it Roddy that's going to be the main guy, or is it going to be Kyle?
I think it's going to be Kyle. I think this is a chance to give him to be a leader and like a main event type of guy.
Nah, something tells me this is going to be one of those we're all leader type. There's no one true leader.
Yeah.
Oh, like the core. Do you remember the core?
Oh God, the core.
Everyone was a leader.
Why are we talking about the core?
It's human nature. It's not possible. When you get a group of people together, it's human nature that someone will be the leader.
Yeah.
And even the core, they ended that pretty quick. Oh yeah, Wade Barrett's the leader.
Yeah.
Apparently, like there was an error in miscommunication in spelling. That's why there was 2 R's in the core.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was CORRE, which I didn't understand either. But
Nobody understood.
Yeah, but normally
I'd have to say the core is the worst. Well, that and what was the core? You know what? This is a podcast. The worst factions of all time.
Oh,
I think that's what we do on Sunday. There we go.
You know what? Just watch WWF from 97 to 99 and you're good.
Yeah.
So this Sunday, we're going to do our episode of the worst. And we're going to talk about the worst factions
ever
in professional wrestling. Ever.
Fourth match, Roderick Strong from the Undisputed Kingdom, not the United Kingdom. He's actually from somewhere in the United States. Classic Aaron joke spot. Yeah.
taking cheers from Caleb.
I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. He's taking on Swerve Strickland and then Jay White. You know what? I mean, they basically teed off on Swerve right off the bat. Both of them went off with Swerve. The match was what it was supposed to be. They all got their big spots in. They all got their moves in. They all got this. They all got that. And then they introduced Ricochet into the situation because we are going to get Ricochet versus Swerve. It's an inevitability. It's been building for weeks. Here's my problem. I like the violence, the blood, and nearly beating them, and then Undisputed Kingdom comes out to make the save. But Ricochet, the glasses made him look like a former gym teacher that's now a registered sex offender.
The glasses.
Am I off?
I agree with the glasses, yeah.
Okay, yeah. With the glasses, he looks like a former male gym teacher who's now a registered sex offender. Because he knocked on your door.
Okay, so you're right. But I think it's on purpose.
For what?
Because he wants them to hate him.
That's great. But you could do it with better glasses than that. I mean,
seriously. I think he's just going for any sort of edge he can get.
I guarantee you Samantha Irwin is going, don't ever wear those again.
Yeah. We'll see if he wears the next.
That was such a turnoff.
I didn't know who it was. I thought, was that Sanjay Dutt trying to grab him? Like
it did look like Sanjay for a second.
I was like, well, why is Sanjay part of this?
He's a badass.
The scissors were an interesting choice in this.
Yeah.
The attack. And it made me think, is there some sort of connection with Max Caster?
I thought the same thing, and then I realized that I don't see that happening because you're saddling Ricochet, who's really hot right now and is building up to be an amazing heel, and then you're going to saddle him with a 250-pound.
I think that's right. But why the scissors? It's an odd choice.
250-pound noose around his neck is what Max Caster is.
Poor Max Caster. You suck. Get out of wrestling. Go do something else. I think Trader Joe's is hiring. Anyways, Ken and Dry, your thoughts on the fourth match of the night?
I pretty much covered it, right?
Yeah.
Like the match itself was good, but it was all about Swerve.
Yeah.
And Ricochet.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited for this this feud between these two. Like, I didn't know people are giving Ricochet a hard time, but it's a heel character. You're supposed to do this shit.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm loving this evil Ricochet.
Oh yeah.
And I think the perfect person to bring it out of him is Swerve. Like, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Joe.
Yeah, I thought it was great. And like you said, like whenever there's blood involved, it's always good that someone wears white because it just sticks out so well. But my other take, and I've noticed this for a while, I don't know if this is on accident or if it's absolutely by design, but it really feels like AEW is trying to get the Blade Runner over as the next RKO, where he's starting to hit stuff just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it's like they don't see it. He's not setting up. He's just turns people around and hits it. And I'm here for it because the fans love it. Like they popped for that Blade Runner today.
I mean, in all honesty, if any move could replace the RKO out of nowhere, it's that move. As fast as it gets it on and does it,
you can hit it on anybody.
Yeah.
There's no weight restrictions with it or anything like that.
Absolutely.
But I can't so do you think all three of these guys are going to be in the gauntlet next week?
No.
I don't think Swerve is now.
No. Swerve's ready to fight someone else. He's all bloody.
But I also think that they're going to use the injury to say why he's not in it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think Jay White or Roderick. I don't know. Roderick.
I think they both will be because of anyone can be in it.
Yeah. So we go backstage. Before we move on, what are we going to do for the flower shop tonight?
We are going to say our New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you were going to say. Fruit Cat. I see his tail. I see Fruit Cat's tail.
Yeah.
It's Fruit Cat.
We have Fruit Cat's toy too.
Oh, he plays with another cat.
He likes to dominate.
Okay. Fruit Cat, did not know that. Sexually aggressive.
Oh yeah. He does not play well with other cats.
Okay. That's good to know. That is good to know. Anyways, everybody's looking for Jeff Jarrett, Double J. A lot of concern. Then he comes in. He asks if you see my wife, Karen. You might remember her as Karen Angle, the former wife of Kurt Angle in real life. And he grabs his boots and he slings them over his shoulder and he walks away. And then we cut into Mariah May. She talks about how the division is great because she's in it, but she's beating all these people. She starts listing them, and then she's like, "Where's Britt Baker? You know, why in the world am I wrestling Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana Street match on a pay-per-view? Are we that low on the totem pole that's exactly where we're gonna go? Is we're gonna go with Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana Street match that went way too long?" But I digress because I want to talk about how great of a heel promo she actually cut.
It was a phenomenal
aloofness. Canada Dry, your thoughts on Mariah May?
Yeah, I thought it was a good promo, but I need more from her.
Yeah.
Like, this character to me is getting stale.
Okay.
I need more from Mariah May.
Okay. I agree with that. Joe.
My favorite line out of this whole thing was at the beginning. She was like, I was told I can't say bad things about this division, so everyone's great. So flippant and so sarcastic. I loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this whole promo was great. Like it feels like whoever's producing her was like, go out there and just like be serious and like lit a fire under her. Because this is sort of a different promo than she's cut recently, at least, to where like it felt like she was becoming serious Mariah May, not jokey, haha, y'all can't do anything Mariah May. Yeah.
So we go to Jeff Jarrett in the ring. My God, Double J, Jeff Jarrett puts his boots in the middle of the ring, a symbol that signifies that he is, of course, retiring. He talks about TNA, talks about this and that, and his grandmother, and his mother, and his father, and his father's father, and all this other jazz. Then he says, I ain't retiring. Hell no. grabs the boots, tries to sling them over. They don't work. He holds them. And he talks about how he wants to go on a title run. I don't want to talk about the title run that he wants to go, or him even remotely being the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Just makes me want to throw up and vomit.
I do want to talk about that, though, JP.
Oh, we can talk about that. But what I want to talk about, what I really want to focus on is what light socket did Double J Jeff Jarrett lick? Because that hair was like out and was so blonde it looked white. And that
I think it's so poopy. Yeah.
Was it a light socket or did he get a couple 9-volt batteries?
I don't know. I think maybe, in all honesty, he got shocked by lightning. Like, we don't know.
That is the worst Jeff Jarrett hair I've ever seen.
How many times did you get struck by lightning? 6. 6 times? 66.
Oh, he starts doing the gold dust gimmick.
Anyways. All right, let's talk about Canada Dry.
All right, so we got I'm loving this because he's gonna get that match.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fail miserably.
Oh yeah.
And he's just gonna be it's just about the chase.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just about the chase.
Yeah.
It's not about getting it. It's about the story of like, it's my last chance. And he doesn't get it.
So how soon
I'm here for that.
How soon do you pull the trigger? Do you wait until it's close to the end of his contract and then do it? Or do you pull the trigger early and then just wait?
I would do it in like a couple months.
Okay. Here's what you do. You have him win the Owen, and then he doesn't win the title.
Oh, or the Casino Gauntlet match.
I want him to win the Owen. I think it would be.
I don't know, but having him be the main event.
No, because you can always have this after All In, because All In is not in England this year; it's in Texas. It's earlier than normal, so you could do it whenever.
Yeah, that's pretty right.
I mean, I think it would be great because you have the tie-in of Owen and Jeff. They're tag team partners. They're great friends. Yeah. And you have to establish that just because you win the Owen doesn't mean you're going to win the title.
Yeah. I love the part where he's talking. I love history.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that his grandmother sold tickets as a spare job.
Yeah.
And that's changed and created this timeline.
Yeah.
Because she didn't change anything. She created a timeline.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
From selling tickets.
Yeah. You know exactly 0 point, and you can move down the line. And you can say what you want to say about Jeff Jarrett. You love him, you hate him, whatever. The importance of the Jarrett family in professional wrestling is enormous.
Yeah.
Of course. Especially down your area, Tennessee and
Like she doesn't do that, wrestling has changed forever.
This guy lives in Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is about 40-minute drive from where I live, maybe 30.
Okay, I have to show this comment. Tiffany likes old dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Old dudes. She has a crush on Jeff Jarrett and Paul Ellering.
She wants her sugar daddy. Leave her alone. Okay?
Yeah.
You want an old dude.
That flag, girl. Fly that flag.
I can understand Jarrett a little bit because he's got but Paul Ellering, come on.
Yeah.
I will say, I kind of wish they would have did like a Flair story where he says like the next time I lose, I retire type deal. And that's when he should have won the Owen and then had his dreams crushed and not win the title.
Yeah.
I'm
really all right with that. I just don't want to see him with the strap.
No, I don't think he's
enough.
No, I don't think he should win the AEW world title.
No.
But I will say though,
I've
already seen some
in a corner.
Huh?
What was that?
He painted himself in a corner here because
that's fine. What this promo would not have had the same impact if he said, I want to win the TNT title. Everyone should want to win the world title. If not, why are you there?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I want to be a mid-carder, damn it. World champ? No, thank you. Too many responsibilities.
You know what I wish they would do with the TNT title? You cash it in for a world title shot. After so many.
They could make it their X Division title or the NWA's TV title after so many successful defenses. Or if you're champion at this pay-per-view, you get a title shot.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And then you're getting more champions from them in the TNT belt, too.
Then we get the EFG storyline, Hook and Cage recap. We get a Hook promo. I've just got one word I wrote in my notebook.
Whoever gets saddled with Hook gets pulled down.
Yeah. He's a black hole.
Speaking of Hook, why wasn't Taz on commentary tonight?
Because they're not in New York. He's not fully recovered.
Was he back at the pay-per-view?
No, he did Wednesday. He did commentary. Maybe it was a Saturday. I don't. Sometimes he's done commentary.
Ballroom stuff. Everything they shot in New York, he did.
Oh, okay.
Because it's literally like 10 minutes down the street from where he lives.
That's not fair. Quit teasing me.
William Regal.
Nah, Regal's a good-looking guy.
Because he's a man's man.
Yeah.
Such a man.
He also had a big crush on before he died.
Who?
Bob Barker.
Oh, hey, there's nothing wrong with the Silver Fox. Got a little silver and got a little silver. Anyways,
help control the pet population.
Help control the pet population. If you can't deal with one, don't get one. There you go. That's how you control the pet population.
You know what that is? That's the knowledge power. Can you hit the knowledge power thing?
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Knowledge is power.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, you sexy bitch.
I always feel sorry for Joe when we do that because it just covers his face.
That's all good.
We should have elongated his
No, I don't mind it because I don't have to sit here and think of which way to lean to get my face to be seen. I'm good.
Oh, man. We get a Hobbs match. Powerhouse Hobbs. He's taking on the Defeat Bots 2025. This was squishy. I don't want to say any more because really, in all honesty, it's just nothing else left to say.
So what's this? So John Cruz, is that Realistico?
Or Serpentico or something like that.
Oh, it might be.
No, it is. He does two different roles for AEW. He's two different wrestlers.
Okay.
It's like, you mean to be Cruz or Serpentico tonight?
John Cruz is also the guy in the meme where he's looking at Samoa Joe as he does his walk-away spot.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's him.
That is him.
Yep.
Who wants to talk about this match?
I think it's good. It's a squish match.
No,
You get Powerhouse Hobbs some TV time.
Here's my problem. Hobbs is beyond. He is beyond this. He had a phenomenal match Saturday night.
Yeah.
Against Takeshita. I don't need to see him in squash matches no more.
No.
He have him do something else.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. You're getting him on the big TV. You're getting him some TV time, and you got to get him on the TV. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, but he deserves better, man.
No, see, I disagree. I think apathy is worse than he had a squash match. When I get to the point to where I don't care, that's a bad thing because it's like I don't care if you're on the screen anymore or not because you're not doing anything interesting.
You just don't like squish matches, though.
No, I don't like a guy who I've seen do squish matches for 6 months, then move up the card to where he's putting on bangers for title matches, and then the very next night he's back doing squash matches. That's not necessary.
I hear you. But I think that I'd rather have him on the TV than not have him at all.
I can see both. Views.
Well, next time
you're a good mediator.
Fine. Then next time he needs to face what's his face and Serpentico at the same time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. How are they going to pull that off?
He goes under the ring, puts on the mask, pops back out.
Well, I'll tell you who's not going to pull off anything as well, and that's Big Bill, who's in the back with Brian Keith, talking about God knows what. I don't know what they were talking about. It was inane, but eventually they start catcalling FTR, rated FTR, who are backstage getting ready for their match. And then the exchange between Copeland and what's his face are priceless.
Big Bill?
Yeah, Big Bill. Priceless. Loved it. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
Big Bill is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
This guy's talking so smooth and charismatic now. It's like he's been standing under the literal Chris Jericho learning tree.
Yeah.
Like his charisma is there.
Yeah.
There was a point when you couldn't see him talking.
Yeah.
And now it just flows out of him. And he's good.
Yeah.
Like I like Big Bill.
Okay. I like Big Bill too. I like Big Bill and I cannot lie. You other
I like Big Bill.
What did you think, Joe?
Oh, my favorite from this is Adam Copeland comes over and insults Big Bill's face or his nose or something.
Yeah.
And Big Bill's like, we look just alike. Why doesn't he see it? Yeah, it is crazy how far Big Bill has come.
Yeah.
From his days in WWE as Big Cass,
God.
where all he does is spell soft wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's soft from the north.
I think this Big Bill is
Yeah.
capable of being AEW World Champion. That's how good he is on the mic.
I don't know about that.
Well, he's got the charisma. He's got the look.
I think it would take some rehabbing of him as a singles competitor.
Yeah.
I think eventually, yes.
No, I'm not saying tomorrow.
Right,
Yeah.
no.
I'm saying he's capable of it.
The potential is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If Tony Khan ever decides to properly do big men again. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. If he did Big Man, he could have some dominant.
I'm telling you.
Listen, he's even blocked me on WhatsApp. So at this point, Helen is the only salvation we have in getting into the head of TK, Tony Khan. So we get MJF backstage after the Farkas. Talks about how great it is that he is no longer saddled with Adam Cole, baby. It is done. It is over with. And he talks about no one's on the level with the devil and throws his name into the hat for the world championship. Okay. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
This was gold.
Yeah.
Like, MJF that guy can cut a promo like out of nothing.
Yeah.
But he's so charismatic. This was good.
Yeah.
And just he gave us this feeling, okay, good, this better new baby shit's over.
Yep.
And now he's going to focus on becoming the champion.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I know. I'm stoked.
The song is apropos right now.
Yeah. It's not going to be Moxley, though. He's going to beat or face. I'll get into it. Joe, what did you think?
Yeah. Shocker. I liked an MJF promo, right? Like sitting there. And what MJF gets that a lot of people is lost on a lot of people is while he's chopping down who he's cutting a promo on, he builds them up first.
Yeah.
Like that line that he goes like, what is a king to a god? Because no one's on the level of the devil.
Yeah.
Like he says, yeah, John, you're good, but you're not me.
Yeah.
And it's great. And once again, I know you want to have your piece, but I love the fact that on this episode of Lone, they established half a dozen guys as world title contenders. And the best thing is it's not all based on, let me go get Moxley. It's just, I want to be champion. So it could be 8 months from now when someone besides Moxley is champion, but we already know what their goals are, which is good, as opposed to building up one single person at a time and then it taking time to build up another person.
I'm gonna throw out my take. Cope is the one who beats Moxley. Christian cashes in.
I've had this thought too.
And Christian loses to MJF.
That is very well possible.
I think maybe you throw in like a Darby or a Will in between to go from heel to heel.
Nah. Because eventually, when MJF gets it, then Darby, because they're going to go back to that old story about the pillars of AEW.
I don't know if I want to. I just don't know if I want it to be that long until we get this Darby story over with. Because it really feels like Darby's going to be the one to take the title off Mox, honestly.
That's not going to happen.
I don't see it at this point. They're not.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All I know is, as much as I love Mox, this story I don't think has the legs to go like until All In. I think like Revolution at the latest is how long he should be champion. That's 2 more pay-per-views.
Well, yeah, like the Death Riders as the dominant champions.
Like get tag team gold on them. Get rid of the trios belts. Those are ridiculous. But anyway, so we get to
I wouldn't be opposed to it. We haven't seen the trios titles.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them in Ring of Honor too.
Yeah, you hold them up.
In the show.
Hold them up.
Nah, you can have them in ROH. That's fine.
Yeah, you hold them, you drop it, you flush it, and it's gone. That's all there is to it.
And then you have Hacksaw Jim Duggan pick up. Look what I found in the trash.
I mean, let's be honest.
Triple champion.
I'm a belt collector. I collect wrestling belts. I can tell you what belt has no interest. I have no interest in, nor is in my collection. And that is the AEW Trios titles, because
or any Trios belt for that matter, right?
I don't have any Trios belts. No.
Well, it's also a pain in the ass. You got to get 3 belts.
I mean, I want to be accurate. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to our 6th match. The main event is going to be the Death Riders, which is Moxley, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta taking on Rated FTR, which is FTR, and our man, Adam Copeland. If you don't like it, Cope, you can come and talk to me.
I think we should refuse on this network to call him Adam Cope.
I hate that name.
We're just going to call him Adam Cope.
Yeah, Adam Copeland. I like the fact that they referred to Claudio, who's fighting Shota Umino in a couple days. The emissary of violence. What a fitting name for a guy who has no ability to talk on the mic. And basically his only job is to just beat the living hell out of anybody that gets in Moxley's way.
It's the perfect role for him.
It's a great role. That's the role he should have. I'll wrestle, but at the same time, I'm the brute. I'm the muscle. Nobody. You want to get to John Moxley, you gotta come through Claudio. To me, we get shenanigans that happen. Jay White comes in, knocks out Yuta. Eventually, Yuta is the one who takes the pin to Adam Copeland. They do the shatter machine right into a spear. Yuta looked amazing. This is the best this kid's looked in a long, long time. I like the fact he's with Moxley. I love the fact that he's been with Danielson. I love the fact that he uses the psycho knee, because I guarantee you, Danielson told him it was all right, because I guarantee you Wheeler Yuta went and asked him, because that's the right, proper thing to do. Nonetheless, it was a great freaking match. It set up a lot of storylines, a lot of webs, a lot of strands. Canada Dry.
I'm over here.
Number 6.
It's hard to do it, right?
Still the same way, JFB. There you go.
It's Have you ever tried to cut the back of your hair with a razor? It's like
Oh yeah, I don't suggest it. I have two marks right here. When it gets cold, they turn
trying to
purple.
raise it.
It looks like horns, and that's
Yeah.
from shaving.
What a promotion for Wheeler Yuta
Yeah,
that he's got a feud with Jay White.
yeah,
Huge faith in this guy.
yeah.
That to me shows like Tony Khan thinks the world of this guy.
Yep.
That he's going to get to feud with Jay White. That's pretty cool. The match was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm just enjoying seeing where this all goes and where all these feuds are heading. Side note on this Cope thing.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you this comes from hockey.
Yeah.
Because they call people by their last name and they always shorten it.
Yep.
Like JT Miller's Millsy and
apparently this is
Speedy.
apparently this is a nickname that Adam Copeland has wanted to use for some time.
And I think it's probably involved. Like that's what they do in hockey. They shorten your last name.
Yeah. Because when you're doing play-by-play, you have to. Because let's face it, some of these names are like 17 consonants and 23 vowels.
Yeah, it's like a rainbow on the back of jersey.
The New Jersey Devils once had a player named Satan on it, but it was Miroslav Shatan, but it said Satan.
Shatan. Yeah, he used to play for
Satan
the Bruins.
played for the Devils.
Yeah, he used to play for the Bruins. I go to the games and I yell, "Hail Satan!" Oh, Shatan, where are you, my good friend? Canada Dry. Oh, wait, who's talking about the main event?
I think it's this guy right here.
Yeah, go for it, Joe.
Yeah, this was another just fun match.
Yeah.
Once again, you had brawling out in the arena, and there was never no doubt who was winning this match.
Yeah.
They're in Asheville, for God's sakes. It's their hometown, and it's basically a charity show. They're not going to have the heels win to not send the crowd home happy.
And you made Claudio look good, and you made Claudio look good by not taking the pin. You made Moxley look strong for not being involved with the pin. And you made Wheeler Yuta look $1 million for taking the pin.
Well, and honestly, like Yuta taking the pin still plays off that little thread of the story where Mox is perfectly fine with sacrificing Yuta for the greater good.
Yeah. Hey, if you're going to do it.
I should say his greater good. I will say, I am absolutely surprised that Mercedes Moné and Claudio were on this show tonight. Because they're probably on a red eye to Japan now. They're going to be, and they got to have a match in 3 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's already January 2nd in Japan.
Yeah.
So
let me just say this.
So they're going forward into time.
That's a long flight. It's like over 15 hours long.
Look, I mean, I've only gone from when I deployed to Iraq, I went from North Carolina up to Maine, over to like Germany maybe, and then down to Iraq.
Yeah,
and that was a long flight.
Yeah,
I can only imagine going from wherever they took off to freaking Japan.
I flew to Thailand with a layover in Japan. Not a layover, but just like a stopover in Japan.
A refuel type.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not Japan, Hong Kong. Yeah, and this is like 18 hours to get to Thailand.
Yeah, it took 18 hours to get to Japan. When I flew to Australia, it took 23 hours.
Oh,
yeah, it takes like a full day to get to Australia. It's crazy.
It is.
Are we done talking about this? Should we move on to the flower shop?
Yeah, let's go to the flower shop. The flower shop is brought to you by ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all of your Adrian Adonis gear. And trust me, we have some bangers going on. Bangers in that store.
We're going to come up with a flower shop shirt in 2025.
Yeah. So let's talk about favorite matches, favorite segment, and number of bells.
And your New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution. Canada Dry, you go first, my friend.
All right. So speaking of Bob Barker, you bitches better not Bob Barker me. my favorite match of the night, I'm going to have to go with Hangman and Orange Cassidy. To me, this match, I didn't know who was going to win this. It was like 50-50. Like, how are you supposed to predict that? And it was a good match. My segment of the night is Ricochet and Swerve. It's my segment of the night every week. These guys are just doing beautiful story work together, creating art. And the beatdown of Swerve and Scissors. My rating for this, this was a really, really good Dynamite.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay.
And my New Year's resolution is to get healthy and to lose the weight. Listen, get that knowledge is power thing ready here, JFB.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So health is the new wealth. You want to be rich? Get yourself healthy, get yourself fit, get yourself feeling good, because no money in the world can buy you extra lifetime.
Yep.
So treat yourself good, treat your body good, and don't eat all that sugary crap.
Yeah. Get out of here. Joe.
Okay.
I'll get that.
So,
You forgot to play the thing.
Oh.
Knowledge is power.
You always lean the wrong way.
I know. I go, whoop, hey, there we go.
see, that's why I don't. That's why I'm perfectly fine being covered up.
I've been doing this a long time, so I've got it figured out.
Okay, so my match of the night is the triple threat because I get to include all of the Ricochet shenanigans in there as a match, so I get to pick something else as my segment. My segment of the night, I'm going with Big Bill and Adam Copeland. Like, I just love their interaction, and it got me laughing, so that's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going 4 or 5. I absolutely love the show. It felt like it just moved. There was nothing bad about this show. Like,
Yeah.
I just thought it was, and I think they did a great job. Hopefully, there's some new viewers who are watching on Max who will stick around because they thought they saw some good wrestling.
Yeah.
So then I don't normally make New Year's resolutions because I just feel like you just end up breaking them right away. So, yeah, I think honestly, like if I was to make one, it would be with Canada Dry is just lose some weight and to get healthy, especially lose some weight around like my gut because like I'm tired of having like lower back pain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's probably what I want to do.
Smart.
I was going to make a jokey one like, oh, I want to be the president of AFW, get rid of the EV part, but I figured I'd take it serious.
Damn, you took mine. I was going to say be president of AFW.
I didn't take it.
No, that's no good now if he takes it.
My favorite
It's
match
sloppy
was,
seconds if he takes it now.
my favorite match was the main event, but it was just violent, and it needed to be because the Death Riders are violent, and the only way you're going to beat them is with violence, and they, as Rated FTR, brought it. Favorite segment was Swerve. Anything with Swerve is just my favorite. I love Swerve. I just love him. This guy's
Whose house?
Swerve's house. And I'm going to give it 4.75. I don't think
Whoa.
there's anything wrong with the show, with the exception of.
Is this your highest rating you've ever given a Dynamite?
No, I've given it a 5 before. We had that string where
I don't remember when, though. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
it's been a
still-
while. But there was a string where like every Dynamite was just freaking stellar.
Yeah, it was like 3-4 months ago. We all gave it 5s.
Oh.
Like,
No, I think it was like last year because it was before we started having monthly pay-per-views where they were treating like regular shows as really big deals.
Yeah, I mean it was a great show. So my New Year's resolution, I am very spiritual, and I find that sometimes my spirituality wanes, and doing my daily meditations and my all this other stuff that I don't do anymore, and I suffer for it. So my New Year's resolution is to embrace my spirituality, get back into it, get back to doing my meditations, getting back to doing my just everything that makes me happy at the and to start needlework again, because I do love doing needlepoint. So
what's needlepoint?
So you use yarn and you go through a canvas and then you create.
Oh, so you're just doing these sort of art with it?
Yeah.
Like they have the pattern printed on like a white piece of
the stuff the grandmas do.
Oh no, I'm hardcore. I do. I find an image that I want and then I turn it into a cross stitch pattern.
Oh,
and then I just sit there.
You know what you need to do, JFP? Here's a goal for 2025.
Yeah.
I challenge you.
Okay.
The all effing wrestling show on needlepoint.
I can do that.
That would be sick because you could put it in your background.
Yeah, I like it. Consider it done. I'm working on Daredevil right now. I'm about 98% done. So.
Oh, you're doing Daredevil. That's sick.
Yeah, I got Daredevil on a cross.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, if you follow Daredevil, you realize that he's a hardcore Catholic. Like Opus Dei.
So did they just a little bit like a comic book shop here. Yeah. So did they crucify him in an episode or a comic book?
No, but there's scenes where he'll be on top of a church and you have the big stone cross.
Well, the difference between crucifying him and sitting on a church.
Yeah, he sits on it. Yeah, but it's with him not on a cross, but on top of a cross.
Oh, I thought they were crucifying him.
No. I'm not Paul Heyman, and this is not Sandman. I'm not going to crucify him for the sake of ratings. Maybe I will. Anyways, what's our cumulative score, Joe?
4.58.
4.58. Can't beat it.
His didn't really bump it up that much with that extra quarter.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Well, no, because it's spread over 3 people. So.
Oh yeah. See, if we had Rich, then it would be a little bit higher.
Oh, there you go.
Rich would have given it like a 4.76. Bob Barker, my ass, you son of a bee. Anyways,
you're blaming him for something he hasn't even done, but he in another timeline, he did it.
Minority Report. I got crime brain waves, baby.
Well, that would be more like a punishing people for stuff they do in other timelines.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like somewhere you could be punishing Jeff Jarrett's mom or grandma for not selling tickets.
It's like Civil War II in the comics where they're like seeing into the future, seeing you commit crimes, and they're trying to stop it. And the one guy's like, "No, you can't do that."
That is a great idea for a movie. Multiverse police force.
Yeah.
Green Lantern should do something like that.
Well, what Green Lantern is going to be in the DC universe, because at this point it looks like it's Guy Gardner, and that's like, ugh.
No, we got
they have someone else.
We got the Max show coming out.
We got the what?
We got the Buddy Cop Max show coming out for Green Lantern.
Okay. I just don't like Guy Gardner. I never liked.
No, he's just in the Superman movie. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Aren't they doing like a Lantern show on?
Yeah, they're doing a Lantern show. Guy Gardner is in the Superman movie though.
Yeah.
Like he's a sidekick. He's just a little side piece. Who cares?
Isn't Guy Gardner the one who eventually becomes the White Lantern?
Yeah.
I just don't like Guy Gardner's haircut. It's a horrible.
No, the bowl cut. Come on, that was cool. You look like Pete Rose, for God's sakes. God rest his soul. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the show. As always, if you want to get in touch with us, if you want to follow us, if you want to see what this world is all about, click the links below. Boom, boom, boom. Tippity tap, and you're there. ProWrestlingTees.com/FN Wrestling, where you get all of your FN Wrestling gear, like the Shades of Excellence. So, on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Commissioner Joe, on behalf of me, the JFB.
Raise your fists in the air, put the devil in sharpshooter, and be like Jessica and just keep fighting.
Woo!
Woo! AI bot
Thanks for
says.
tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.